I have a little bit of a problem. About 2 months ago, I realized a hard truth that I had to come across was that I was completely broke because I didn't have any diamonds at all whatsoever, which was important to spend it on totems and the whatnot. But then some old knowledge was imparted onto me that money doesn't always buy everything. But poverty ain't buying shit, so I decided that one day I'd go spend all of my time and energy into making a self-operating convenience store in order to try and maximize profits as much as possible on the most important ingredients like gunpowder and enchanting bottles in the most properly situated place in the server, hell, which may or may not have come with some inadvertent consequences. What the fuck? The cool thing about this entire shop is that it actually has a fully functional credit card system which remembers exactly who bought something, what did they buy, and how much of the items they bought. Now you might be wondering what's the point of introducing economic debt into this Minecraft server. Well, you see, just like real life, we want to be able to have full warrant in order to go to someone's place, kill them, and take all of their belongings. The only problem is, I have no idea how I'm supposed to collect that debt. What I mean by that is technically I could just kill them off instantly, but it doesn't give them any opportunity to pay off their debt in the first place, and in the likelihood they don't want to pay, they could just fly up into the air with their elytra and rocket and stall in there for the next 2 hours and proceed to combat log. It's gonna be a huge waste of my time. So I got a better idea. When you think of Minecraft YouTubers, typically originality is something you're not associated with them. I mean, like, have you seen the influx of people making videos on how they destroyed the SMP using an orbital strike cannon? That's like if Harry Truman claimed credit for bombing Hiroshima. But that ain't me. So I decided, you know what, fuck it, let me just make my own. Smooth segue. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It's practically free and it helps out a lot. Alright, bye. If you've ever owned a cat before, then you know that they are not the kinds of pets you can grab, pick up, do whatever you want with them, because that's what dogs are for. Cats, on the other hand, you have to entice them, lure them in, get under their veil and get them to do what you want through trickery. And basically that's what we're trying to aim to do here, because if you can't get them to do what you want through force and suppression, then what choice do you have but manipulation? Now, me personally, I've seen one Garfield comic about John talking about exactly that, so I think that makes me basically an expert. As you already saw in the title, we're making a giant railgun, but not your typical one, because those tend to use TNT as a payload as proportion for the arrows, but in this case, it's too noisy and it requires amount of water that we don't have the luxury for. But instead, we can use wind charges because they're virtually silent and you can stack an infinite amount of them on top of each other, and they really are basically cheap. Also, it doesn't actually have a fuse timer unlike the TNTs that has to wait 4 seconds before it blows up and then it just ceases to exist. The wind charge has nothing, so hypothetically, it really could just exist forever until it receives momentum and just crashes into a wall. So our wind charge is just infinitely superior than TNT when we specifically want to launch stuff? Well, not exactly, because they actually have one major caveat, and that's due to its hitboxes. If you go to the Minecraft wiki, you'll be able to see the hitbox for every single projectile in the game, including all of its measurements. This also includes the arrow, which is about 0.5, so about a quarter of a block. You have the fireball, which is an entire full block. So by natural or reasonable assumption, you might assume that the wind charge is about 0.25, right? Wrong, that belongs to the llama spit, of course. Obviously, the wind charge hitbox is 0.3125. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but essentially this means that the wind charges can't be pushed into the middle of any block, which is kind of important when you're trying to fire arrows 700 miles per hour and the slightest deviation makes it go completely off course. That's also the same reason why precision is so important for most ranged cannons trying to shoot in a very straight linear direction. But I figured if you just have 3 dispensers, one for left, middle, and right, and load them up with enough ammunition, chances are you're bound to hit anything in that general direction, regardless of where your target is. Anyways, 40 hours later, this is the Frankenstein machine I've cobbled up. I know it looks like I'm glossing over like 90% of how all of this works, and that's because I am, since the average human retention rate is like 8.3 seconds, and most people here don't know what a comparator does, so we're moving on. Alright, here we go, we just have to take a book out and it activates the entire mechanism. Also, yeah, I'm gonna be eating a golden apple just so we can be accurate and realistic to the actual scenario. Wait for it. Oh, yeah. Also, before I get a bunch of comments of people saying, oh my god, Futzify, it's so obvious, you can see it coming from a mile away. Well, it looks like only one wind charge is coming down really slowly, so you basically have like no expectations from it. Plus, if I'm gonna brutally kill a bunch of people, I might as well be dramatic about it. After all, like a dictator once said, nothing drives people harder than a fear of sudden death. Just don't look up which dictator actually said that. With that out of the way, all I had to do was build a very inconspicuous building that I could invite a bunch of people to without having any ulterior motivations behind it. Without getting caught as well, but you know, that wouldn't happen. Wait, why is she here? Why? There's no reason for her to be here. Huh? I hope she won't notice. I hope she's right outside. She's right, I gotta get rid of this. I really hope she didn't just notice me come up from nowhere. The only real problem with this cannon is that there's a bit of entity lag caused by the suspended arrows and wind charges, but like no one's gonna notice.
What's up with this area? Because when I enter here, I start lagging like
I
crazy.
know. Everything dies. This is why I moved out.
For me, it's
No.
somewhat fine. I have a
I'm
subtle
fine. I have no
FPS drop,
problem.
but it's still around 90.
I'm at 40 FPS.
I'm at 10 FPS.
Oh my god, I went to 10 FPS. What's in there? I went to 10
Oh my god,
FPS.
Family Mart HQ.
What?
Oh my god, yeah, what the fuck is in here?
I'm not going
Why is
in
it?
there. You're gonna
There's
make me
no-
crash. You know what you did.
I didn't do anything. Anyways,
He knows
the
what
little
you did.
council room, the toilets. I
Yeah.
was considering if I should put like villager farmers in here.
FPS. is
That'd be
so
really
bad.
funny because Family Mart. Anyways, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
supposed to lag?
Huh? I don't have any. I'm fine, honestly.
What is this? What's
That
this?
we can go there if we wanna. We can put this here. Hold on. Hold
Lagging so
down.
It's already here. Why are you
That's
calling?
Do I
it's
stand
Paul. You
down
press down. Yeah.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh no, I don't wanna look down. No, don't
I'm
wanna
scared.
I don't wanna
No, it's
lag.
actually, it's not bad in here. It's not bad in
Nice.
Did I
here.
put my totem? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you know, it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Ah!
Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Are you wild?
What did you do? You put water.
Why would you
Oh.
It,
put
What did you-
water?
didn't get on any
water?
redstone.
Oh
It didn't get on
my
any
god! I
redstone.
didn't even do anything. How did you
impressive.
manage to accomplish this?
Is this the lag? Is it these 4 armor stands as a cushion that's causing the lag?
That's my
Oh,
fun
it
move.
might be more
Move.
than 4
Definitely.
armor
Yeah.
stands.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna have a business meeting. Alright. Basically, I gathered all of you here today, you know, just to celebrate the opening of Family Mart and you know how happy I am about how well it's worked out so far. But I just gotta say, I think it's about time you guys eventually fessed up to paying your credit card debt. So you know, pay up.
I feel like I might die.
What's
But
happening?
I wanna see what you will do if I don't pay you, so I won't pay you.
And I gotta give you the terms and conditions of this kind of thing. So hold on.
Oh, are
Everyone
these the
come here.
books?
Bro, he took away my wallet and disappeared.
I didn't.
Give me my wallet back.
It's not in my inventory. I don't have it.
Oh well.
Who has
Well,
it?
fuck.
I actually don't have it. Recheck your inventory.
It was like lagging in like here and I left.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Multiple
I was
reasons.
gonna give you the terms and conditions
It
book.
was not an accident.
That's within the bookshelf, and that was the trigger. And you pulled the book out.
Yeah.
You pulled it out, didn't you?
So apparently, I don't even have to do anything in order to kill them, because they managed to kill themselves off entirely on their own. So we did it a second time, just so they can actually see what happened.
E.T. read it out loud.
Yeah, can I also read it?
Did I
E.T.
pick it
can't
up?
read.
The slow descent.
According to all known laws of aviation. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I guess that's it.
The moral of the story is, no matter how hard I try, no matter how much effort I put into it, I would never be able to kill them in a more effective way than how they somehow managed to kill each other and themselves. And on complete accident too, I barely even got to intervene. Heck, I didn't even get to pull the trigger. They did both of that on their own. Also, somehow they broke my elevator like 3 consecutive times. One of them was jumping down the elevator and then having their skull land on top of it, preventing it from moving up. I'm getting outsmarted by the 3 Stooges, worst server members ever.